I've already taken the cutting boards out of the clamps, run them through the planer, and cleaned them up. So now what I'm ready to do, 3 of these cutting boards that get the H's also have a arc that needs to be cut at the top and the bottom of each board. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way for me to do that, I have measured a line right here all the way across. I found the center of the board, and then I measured over. I came up 4 inches and 1 inch in on both sides. And then what I do is I find the center of the board and I bring it up here. In this case it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 boards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go 6 and I just kind of guesstimate the center of the board, bring the edge of the board up to the line that I drew here. And then I've got a little flexible piece of scrap, and all I do is I just pull it until it's centered at the back of the board, and then I just inscribe the arc with a pencil, and just like that I've got an arc that I need to cut. So I'll flip it over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same board there, bring it to the center, bring the arch up here, and scribe the arc. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing I did do. There's a little pencil mark right here. That's so that I know I pull that to the center of the board and make sure that everything's kind of lined up. So that gives me 2 arcs on each end, and then I will cut those out and then sand them. And of course I'll just kind of radius on the corners just so there's no sharp edges. And then I'll actually do a 1/4 inch round over. Just so happens that both my customers do not want juice rings in their boards, and they don't want anything special on there. So all I'm going to do, other than having the Purple Heart H's in these 3, so these are going to be fairly quick to knock out. So when I come back, I'll be set up and I will be starting to cut these arcs right here. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right. I decided rather than cut the arches first, I'd go ahead and get the H's laid out, and so I know exactly where I want to carve them. So what I've done, from this point to this point I scratched an arc, and from that point to this point I scratched an arc to find the exact center of the board. And then what I'll do is I'll use this as kind of a guide to set this up. Now let's take a measurement and see what that looks like. That's 7.5. There's 7.5. That's 7.5 and 7.5 right there. Let's see where we're at right here. That's 7 3/8. That's 7. Alright, so we need to come just a hair more. So that's what I'm going to shoot for, is about 7 3/8. Right there. And then that would be 7 3/8. There we go. So I am happy where that's at. So that's what I'm going to shoot for, is a kind of a happy medium in the middle right there. And what you have to let your eyes not get tricked into is looking at the whole board, because it looks like it's a little bit off center when I look at it from right here. But I got to remember that about right here is the center of the letter, and I'm just about dead over the center of the 2 arcs, where they are 2 lines where they come across. So I know I'm centered, and it looks, you know, from here to here we're good measurements. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes looks can be deceiving. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and trace this shape all the way around and get the right fit. So there's a good good tracing of the H for this one. And I'm going to call this board number 1. This is board number 1. That way I know it goes with that one and I don't get them mixed up. So that's how I'm going to do. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. That's how I'm going to do all of them. So I'll be back shortly and we'll start on the actual carving out of the letters. So I'll be right back. Okay, what I need to do is go ahead and knock off the fuzz on the top, because it's actually pushing my router base up and I'm not cleaning out all the way to the bottom. Alright, I'm going to redraw these lines while I can still see them, because when I sanded them it took a little bit of it away. So I just want to touch them up just so I know for sure where I need to cut. Now it should be easier now that I have the majority of the material cut away. So wish me luck. All right. Getting close. All right, we're going to try to get a little bit closer yet. So here we go. Alright. Y'all are learning as I'm learning. Okay. Alright. Well. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this down and just keep it at that markings that I've got right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down a little bit deeper. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks. All right. Well, this video is running a little bit long, so but I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to capture how I put the H's into the cutting board, so I did that, and that's mainly what I wanted to do. So I'm not going to film putting the other two in there because it's going to be just the same process over and over. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So again, if you would hit that like button and the subscribe button, and you might as well hit that bell icon. That way you get notified when I post a video. And please, if you would, share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. So I will see you probably on the wrap up with these 3 cutting boards when I go ahead and get them all oiled up and get the edges cut off and everything. This is just going to be cut on the bandsaw. I'm probably not going to film doing that, but anyway, I'll pick back up and we'll probably wrap this up in the 3rd video. So thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you later. Bye.